Lesson 5, which is about the keys to the kingdom. Lesson 5 is about helping us with how to walk the path to where we need to get to. So it says this. Jeshua starts by saying, "So, beloved friends, we come forth in this lesson to continue that pathway which builds the structure, the highway, by which you may learn to follow and therefore master the way of the heart." This one sentence is helping to bring structure to the desire. He's talking about, so here's where you want to go. Your desire is to get closer to God. Your desire is to want to love yourself more. And these are the steps, or this is the pathway. A way in life means to have chosen from all possibilities that one which will stand out as the way to which you are committed, the way to which you devote the whole of your attention by granting your willingness that the way be followed. This is the way. What I need is commitment and the willingness to follow the way that I say I'm committed to. Just as when you take a journey upon your earth by making the commitment to take the journey, you avail yourself to experiences that could not have come to you in any other way. That's what this journey is going to take us into. This is a journey, you could call it a hero's journey. This is a journey into unknown places, into our unconsciousness. The reason why it's important to go into the unconsciousness is because in order to transcend or get to where we need to go, those unconscious behaviors need to be brought to the surface and need to be seen and worked with. Is it worth it to commit to the way of the heart? Yes. It culminates with the recognition that you do not live life at all, but rather that life is living you. One of its characteristics is the development of the witness, a quality of consciousness, a way of being in which you seem to be witnessing everything that arises and flows through you and around you from a place of utter stillness. And this book is about cultivating that witness. It's about cultivating I am a presence. So that witness is not simply a witness, it's also a conscious choice maker. And it is the energy of the light of consciousness, which is the same energy as what's called Christ. So as we work with the way of mastery, we're working to develop this light of consciousness, the Christ mind, the I am presence. Stillness does not mean non-activity. It does not mean non-attachment to activity, whether it be the arising and falling away of cancer in the body, the arising and falling away of relationship, or the rising and falling away of a solar system. The way of the heart does indeed unfold along a certain pathway. These are the keys to the kingdom. The way of the heart unfolds along a certain pathway. It doesn't unfold haphazardly. In this lesson, it addresses the stages of that pathway in a general sense. Then it also speaks of the most important characteristic to be cultivated along this path. The first key is desire. First, desire is everything. Without it, not a thing can arise. Therefore, what you desire is of utmost importance. Desire then perfect union with God. Desire then to be the Christ incarnate, the light of consciousness incarnate. Desire then to be all that your Creator has created you to be. Why am I here? What does my soul want? Even if you have no idea what it might be. For when you hold desire within your beingness, and when you have mastered the energy of desire, again, mastery does not mean control. By grounding it always in the desire to be as you are created to be, this grounding desire is to be as I was created to be. That indeed all of my life and all of its subsequent subsidiary desires will come to serve that grand desire. My first desire is I want to be what I was created to be. And what we were created to be is children of that Creator. A family of God children, souls. That's the family that we belong to. We have a family on earth that's our worldly family, but our worldly family is still part of a spiritual family that includes people who are not in our worldly family. It includes all of us. The first stage is the stage of desire. Only by feeling desire and not by suppressing it can you truly begin to move toward the stage of mastery in which the energy of desire always serves that higher will. So the desires are more about, I want to desire what my Father's will is for me. I don't want to desire what my will is for me. I want to shift my desire to what is my Father's will. What is the divine will for the child of God? As we have said to you before, when your will is in alignment with the will of God, maybe that's our desire. I want my desire to be in alignment with the will of God. I want to surrender. I want to surrender what I think is the best for me and open myself up to what the will of my Father is that's the best for me. Sometimes the will of my Father means that the best for me is to face my fear. And how do I know that? Because that thing keeps coming up to me. I keep praying to God for my will, which is, I want my fear to go away, Father. And the Father says, yes, but my child, it's my will that you need to surrender to. So it could be sadness, it could be loneliness, it could be shame, it could be anger. I want my desire to be the alignment with the will of God. And maybe we'll discover that God's will for us is that we be genuinely happy, through and through, content, fulfilled, at peace, empowered, capable, and responsible. I was introduced to this word desire is actually more through Buddhism that I was introduced to it. And I want to talk about it a little bit because my knowing at this point is that I really misunderstood desire. Because one of the bodhisattva vows that goes like this. And a bodhisattva is a person who has reached enlightenment and is here, and it doesn't go off into the mountain and hang out in bliss. It comes back into the world and helps other people. One of the first bodhisattva vows is this: desires are inexhaustible. I vow to put an end to them. Now, when I heard that, it meant to me that desires were bad. But there's no way that you could put an end to desire if you didn't have a desire to do that. There's no way to want enlightenment if you don't desire enlightenment. There's no way to want to connect to God if you don't have a desire to do that. Desires are inexhaustible. I vow to put an end to them might mean I vow to put an end to my desires, to the small I's desires, and shift my desire to the will of a higher power, to surrender my ego's desires to my Creator's desires. Desire in time is cultivated through intention. For you have used time to teach yourself how to be distracted by all of the thoughts and perceptions that make up this cosmic soup called world. All of you have known the frustration of having a desire, and then as soon as you walk out the door, a friend pulls up and says, "Let's go to the beach," and you never make it to class, even though your desire is to get the degree. You have cultivated the art of being seduced by distraction. This is an important little piece here. This is why intention is needed in order for the desire to come to full bloom. My desire is to go to school, but I was easily distracted. So my desire, let's say, to go to school, if a friend came and said to me, "Coley, let's go play pool. You want to cut in the morning? We'll cut the classes in the morning. We'll go up and shoot pool." That was the end of my desire to get to school, because my intention wasn't strong enough. So if your intention is not strong enough, the desires are like leaves in the wind. There's a qualitative difference between a desire. You can have tons of desires, and we do. But the only way that those desires start to manifest is if we put the next thing in, which is the intention to have the desire manifest. I can't get my desire to eat better to manifest unless I have a strong intention to change and not get distracted. I've been distracted by eating unhealthy food. My intention now helps me focus on eating the healthy food, because desire is not enough. I want to do something. I want to change. But if there's not enough intention or commitment to change, change won't occur. The desire will stay there. The desire will stay there. And it could even get stronger and stronger and stronger. The more we want to desire change and the less we change, it could increase the desire. But without intention, it still doesn't happen.